A/B testing is a concept which you often come across in your product management interviews or your discussion with your product team members, and you feel that it's a big deal. It is not. I also feel the same. But when I got exposed to A/B testing, I realized that it's a simple and easy way of doing or proving your product ideas. So what do is to divide your user group into two parts. That is the control group and the test group. For example, you have an e-commerce website which sells electronics, books, and other items, and you feel that adding a review section is going to increase conversions. But that's your hypothesis. Should you invest 30 days of development effort to roll this feature? Ideally, you should not, since it is not tested. So you should perform A/B testing here. Here you expose to suppose 500 people the feature that you have developed, and to another randomly selected 500 people you don't expose the feature. And if conversion is the metric that you're chasing, you can measure the conversion in the control and the test group. If the test group who are exposed to experiments shows higher conversion rate and it is statistically significant, then you can take the decision of rolling this feature to 100% users. So what are the advantages of doing A/B testing? First, it removes the effect of external factors like seasonality, marketing efforts, competition, etc. Second, it helps in letting the data speak. No place for subjective decision making will be there if A/B testing is performed. For example, if you had launched a feature during the time of festivities and you see an increase in conversions, you cannot attribute the increase in conversion to the new feature that you have launched, because it might be the result of the festival time. So, performing an A/B testing helps in nullifying this effect. So what are the steps of doing an A/B test? First, prioritize what you want to A/B test. You cannot do A/B testing for all the product ideas that you have, because it slows down your pace and also it has a development cost associated with it. So you should prioritize what you would like to A/B test. ICE framework, that is impact, confidence, and cost of development analysis, helps you in prioritizing your features. Step 2. Formulate your hypothesis. For example, adding a review section is going to increase your sell by 2%. That is your hypothesis. Step 3. Set your lead and lag metrics. Lead metric can be the engagement in the review section, how many people are commenting on it, scrolling on it, or adding more reviews. And the lag metric can be the conversions. Step 4. Set up your experiment, whether you want to hard code few reviews and check in the experiment, or whether you want to do an backward integration, on which platform you want to do your A/B testing. So you have to decide that. Step 5. Launch and do the initial UAT testing. This is very important, because if you realize after 7 days that the data is not adequately being captured, then your 7 days has been lost. So you should avoid this situation. Step 6. You should compare, analyze, and draw inferences and put a verdict whether the test group is performing better or the control group. The last step is very important. If the experiment is successful, you should plan how to roll it to 100% users. But if it is not successful, you should put a full stop to it or plan the next steps of bringing in enhancements and testing it further. So what are the common mistakes that we as product managers make while doing A/B testing? First, absence of initial testing and post-validation post-launch. Second, not fixing metrics before launching. Third, incorrect sampling. Fourth, bringing in biases in analyzing the data. We want to prove that yes, our product idea is a success, but if the data doesn't say so, we should not try to force feed our thought process into it. So this was all about A/B testing. Thank you for watching this video.